Today's news. Today's news.
Voting in key election battles.
Democrats and Republicans in states.
Deportation error.
The government is essentially coming clean, saying we made a mistake.
Southern tornadoes.
Twisted metal and down power lines are all that's left.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Elections today in 2 states with possibly big national implications. In Wisconsin, there's voting today in the most expensive judicial contest in U.S. history. The big money battle over a seat on the state Supreme Court. Here's CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
It's a big race. I love Wisconsin. The race for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court between Democratic-backed Susan Crawford and GOP-endorsed Brad Schimmel has raked in a record $80+ million. A large part of millionaire donors like Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is looking at this as kind of a test case because he's got business interests all over the country and probably litigation all over the country. So he wants to have some access to the Wisconsin judiciary.
Crawford says she's focused on the issues facing the battleground state.
It can be things like fair elections, the right to vote, healthcare privacy, reproductive rights.
Schimmel, who's endorsed by President Trump and Musk, offers a clear contrast. I'm running on the need to restore objectivity to the court. Judges shouldn't be making policy decisions at all. Chad Oldfather is a law professor at Marquette University. If you believe that this court might change the congressional maps in this state, which might have the effect of altering the balance of the House of Representatives, then yeah, it could matter.
And in Florida, there's voting in 2 congressional special elections. Red seats, once held by Matt Gaetz and the current National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. CBS's Torian Small says Democrats spent more in these 2 uphill fights.
Republicans outnumber Democrats in terms of just voter registration and early vote turnout. I think ultimately what Democrats are hoping to show in these 2 elections is that the margin will be much smaller than what was previously won in 2024.
Now to the White House, CBS's Weijia Jiang has more on President Trump's planned tariff rollout tomorrow.
Trump has revealed little beyond this.
What they do to us, we do to them.
But he indicated the rate for the tariffs on imports would not be equal to what countries tack on to U.S. goods.
We are going to be very nice by comparison to what they were. The numbers will be lower than what they've been charging us.
Just 1 day away from the announcement, the White House has yet to share exact figures or a list of impacted nations. I'm Vicky Barker at the Foreign Desk in London. Here's the BBC interviewing Britain's Business Secretary now, but it's clear the UK has not managed to negotiate an exemption to the tariffs.
Suck it up to Donald Trump didn't work, did it? Well, we have engaged with the U.S.
A new survey shows most people in Western Europe favor retaliatory tariffs against U.S. imports if Trump's tariffs are as wide-ranging and disruptive as feared. German and British car makers and French luxury goods and wine likely to be hardest hit.
There's word workers in the Health and Human Services Department began getting dismissal notices today. Layoffs are expected to total up to 10,000. In a new court filing, the Trump administration admits for the first time mistakenly deporting a man to El Salvador who had protected legal status. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
The government has said to the judge, you have no jurisdiction and you shouldn't act. The question, of course, is what, if anything, the Trump administration on its own will do to remedy this problem.
Severe storms battered the Deep South. CBS's Skylar Henry reports there's damage in several states.
It was just before 1 o'clock when the suspected tornado slammed into Dothan Preparatory Academy in southeastern Alabama yesterday.
My child texted me and said the gym roof is collapsing on us.
5 students were treated for injuries, 2 of them taken to a hospital. West of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a tornado with winds up to 120 miles an hour ripped the roof off of a house. And outside Atlanta, an 18-year-old woman narrowly escaped a severe storm that sent a massive tree crashing through her home.
This is feeling so real. And now there's gone.
From Myanmar's capital, word that a 63-year-old woman was pulled alive after being trapped in earthquake debris for more than 90 hours. The quake death toll tops 2,700. 5 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. It's 47 degrees in Livermore, California. I didn't hear the good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is